back, and so there's a lot of changes that we have to adjust to during this time. A lot of comforts that we've had have been taken away from us temporarily, and of course this is all in the attempt to keep ourselves safe and our loved ones safe. So we've been hearing the complaints, and we have seen some of the issues ourselves. The guys can't get their haircuts, the girls can't get their hair did, and we're going to try to bring you some tips as to how to take care of this stuff at home. We have with us the owner of Purple Passion Studio Spa in Caulker, Stacy Badillo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Stacy is going to help the ladies today. So a lot of ladies need a touch-up maybe like 2 weeks ago. And they won't be going to the salon anytime soon. So Stacy, you'll be talking us through some do-it-yourself tips, right?
Yes, definitely. We'll go through some basic, easy hair color.
Okay, so I imagine all your clients have been calling you and asking you how to do this.
Yes, definitely. And Purple Passion is now offering home hair kits, hair coloring kits.
Oh.
We're preparing them in-house here, and we're delivering it to them as part of social distancing. So yeah, and then they do an online transfer for us to get the cash, or we do the cash directly with them.
Oh, wow. That's some innovation for the specific time.
Yes, definitely. So I want to go through, you can always ask your hair professional what color you're using on for a root touch-up.
Okay.
Professional hair color starts from 1 being the darkest and 10 being the lightest.
Okay.
So let's say you have a natural, I would say this is like a number 5 hair color, which is a dark natural brown. Your professional should be able to provide you with those hair colors.
Okay. So that's the first thing. Call your salon and find out what color you have.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely. So in order for us to start this, the first thing you need to do is put on your gloves.
Okay, but I have a question before that. So not everyone is going to be able to get your at-home kit right now. So the ladies are going into the stores and kind of just trying to pick from which box is best for them. Any advice as to how to buy dye to be used at home?
Yes, definitely. So let's say you have highlights, because a lot of people have highlights and they just want to block out that dark color, which is the regrowth from the highlighting area. Let's say you look at a box hair color, and do a color 1 step lighter in order for you to get the color that you're looking at on the box. I don't know hair colors by names in the box, but let's say you're looking for a shade of brown. Do 1 color lighter in order for you to get that color.
Okay. That's some good advice. So don't go by the color on the box. In fact, you want to look for something lighter than what you actually want.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
Good. All right.
So if you're doing this at home and you don't have brushes, I had a client that, we provide all these things for them, brushes and everything like that. But let's say you don't have a brush. Usually when you buy a hair color, it comes with a bottle applicator. This is actually easier if you're doing this at home.
Okay.
Doing with the bottle applicator. But it just depends on what your personal preference is. So remember, the hair grows about ½ inch every month. So, and you get root touch-ups anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Maximum time will be 8 weeks, which a lot of clients already, I've been closed since March 23rd, so I can imagine my clients wanting their hair color.
Yeah.
So the first thing, if we would start, we want to make sure we have a towel. You would put that around you, or use an old t-shirt, because if you get color on it, you don't have to worry about it. You can just toss it out. That's almost easiest.
Okay.
do it in your bathroom if you have white tiles everywhere, because it could be messy.
Okay.
So let's choose a surface that is non-porous, or a dark towel or something that you don't mind ruining, or something that won't show the color. Like I use mostly bath towels for hair coloring.
Okay.
So hair coloring, when you buy it in the box, it's equal, so it's 1-to-1 ratio. But let's say you're doing a root touch-up, you might only need half of that tube. So you can actually just squeeze half of that, and in the little bottle applicator, you can just take out half of that product, because it might be too much if you use the entire container if you're just doing your roots.
Yeah.
Before you actually start, you want to make sure that you brush out that hair to get all those knots out, because it's easier to just section off that hair and start working.
Okay.
People with, you have a question?
No, I'm paying attention.
So if you notice my mannequin here, Tina is her name. I work on her a lot. My daughters actually cut their hair as well. I do 4 sections.
Okay.
For their hair. This is easiest. For some people, their hair naturally falls in the middle. If not, their hair, falls sometimes like a little bit off.
Okay.
It's not exactly in the middle. It just falls a little bit off. That's the first place that you want to put the hair color. So if her hair naturally falls like this, I would leave it like this and put that hair color in there. Naturally, that's where the hair is going to fall, and if you have the gray in there, or you're trying to blur out that dark roots, that's where it's going to be more visible. So that's where you want to start. But just for even sections, I'm going to keep it like this.
All right. So the first thing, clear your hair, put it in sections.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to analyze now. If you have highlighted here and you're just trying to blur out the dark roots, you're going to start your application from the back, because it's a lighter hair color, and the back of your hair sometimes is darker, and it takes more time to process.
Okay.
If you have very heavy gray hair, and all your gray is concentrated on the front of your hairline, which you have that with a lot of mature clients, you want to start with that hair color immediately on the hairline, especially right around the ears. That's where that concentration of gray hair mostly is at.
Okay, so you apply first on the area that will take that you need to cover the most.
Correct.
Okay.
If you're doing a dark hair color and just touching your grays, that's where you're gonna start first. If you have highlighted dark hair and you just want to lift your hair color to a shade lighter, you will start that application at the back.
Okay.
And before you start any dark hair color process, you actually want to put some petroleum jelly on the hairline, just to keep it clean when you're done. It's not all over your forehead and your eyebrows and everything. So I'm actually not going to use hair color. I'm just going to use a little bit of peroxide just to show demonstration of the application in the hair. This is actually human hair, and she does have gray hair, so but I don't color her hair. We cut, we wash, we treat her hair just as any natural hair.
Okay, so just walk us through the application then. Go ahead.
Yes, I'll walk you through the application. So as I said, in order to stay organized, we're going to section the hair by 4 to start there. If you notice, we're gonna do the crown to right to the back of the ear. That's an easy way to section your hair, just so you know. So as I said, we would start right at the middle. And you can overlap this hair color a little. If it's a dark hair color, you can, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I'm going to do all the outer edge immediately. And I like lifting the hair and doing that underneath section
Okay.
on the ears. And when we start sectioning, you would take about half an inch, no thicker than half an inch, because you want that hair color to fully saturate on both sides. So you can take that brush and do the bottom, the top, and it's like turning a page. You take another section and you turn that page.
Yeah. Now, if you don't have a brush, though, if you're using one of those bottles that come with the kits, the ones that you just squeeze.
Yes, and so I have that here.
Ah.
And this tip actually works as a sectioning
Okay.
at the same time. So you take the same thing without squeezing the bottle, because once you squeeze the bottle, the product is coming out. But if you tilt the bottle, the product is not coming out. So sectioning, I would take half an inch, the same, and then I would squeeze that hair color right in there like a gentle little line, and I can just go and do all of that. Not combing in the product yet, just sectioning and just lining off. So this is a faster way of doing it. See how fast I can actually get in there and doing that application of that. So I'm sectioning and I'm putting a line in there. When I've done all of that, I would take a comb and just comb that product.
Oh, yeah. I thought you had to apply it and comb it down immediately.
This is the easy.
Yeah.
I try to find the ways for you to do it the easiest, because remember, this is people doing it at home.
Oh, of course.
And some clients are scared of doing this. They're like, why do I have to do this? But at the same time, they don't want to look at their gray hairs, right?
Yeah.
So this is just, and so each processing time is different for each client. If it's regular, some people just have a few gray hair and they just want to blur that out. We would say 30 minutes and it's fine for processing time. If you have heavy gray stubborn hair, processing time would be up to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So it all depends.
So no more than 45 minutes?
No, because like every hair color has a different procedure and waiting time, but most hair colors stop working after that 45 minutes.
Okay. All right. So that's another good tip there. And what about washing it out? So when the 45 minutes is up, what do?
You jump in the shower and wash your hair out.
Any a shampoo, conditioner that should be different?
Yeah. Yes. Here at the salon, we use all sulfate or salt-free shampoo and conditioner. It's best for any hair color processing. It doesn't strip the natural oils from the hair. It keeps the hair shinier. So I would highly recommend that. And you can actually pick that up. Now it's so popular. Any of the beauty stores, the grocery stores, all those stores sell sulfate or salt-free shampoo and conditioner.
Okay, great. Any other advice that you'd offer to people for their at-home hair care?
I would say try not cutting your hair if you don't need to. Some people say, oh my gosh, the ends of my hair, the split ends, it's getting terrible. I tell them we're only in this time in our lives for not permanently, it's temporary.
Yeah.
So we will all be able to walk freely again and come to salons and spas and be able to hug each other.
And what about the guys? I do have to tell you that there are different phases. I read an article about the different phases of the pandemic. The first phase is where people buy hand soaps and hand sanitizers and disinfectants. The second is when they buy toilet paper. And the third is when they go out and they buy hair color and hair clippers. So for the men especially, who can't get to a barber shop, any tips for them?
Definitely. I would say like my Facebook page and Instagram page, we will be posting videos. I also have videos there now.
Yeah.
A lot of the, tips and tricks we'll be sharing there, because I have a clientele base as well that's asking all these questions.
Yeah.
So I try to post one video a day. It takes me more time to edit it and upload it, but I've been working behind the scenes in order to help you being able to take care of yourself at home.
All right. Well, Stacy, we really appreciate the tips this morning. We know that the ladies have been a bit concerned about not getting their color in. And as you said, it is a simple process you can do at home now that we've gotten some of your suggestions.
Thank you.
Once again, that Facebook page is Purple Passion Studio Spa.